All right, now we go in Kansas. One small note in the last video, for whatever reason, I kind of spoke by myself because the microphone was open, but for some reason they didn't record. So you're gonna have like the the last video, the Nebraska video, with pretty much no voiceover. So yeah, that's kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Probably, who knows? I'm gonna do better than this one with voiceover. So Kansas, we have today. So we're gonna look at the data first and see how things are. Kansas, the flag, yeah, pretty simple as you can see. Ad astra per aspera. I don't know what that means, but probably sounds like Latin. Ad astra is supposed to be like stars on aspera. I don't know. It can be sky, but I don't know what it is. But it could be sky, who knows. The seal, pretty clear. You can see a guy with two horses working the land. And in the background, we have some sort of a caravans going on. Some Indians, I think they are hunting buffaloes. I think, I don't know. I mean, it could be Indians, but it could be also Europeans, Americans. I don't know how we call it there. A house with a chimney, a sheep bag. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. That's the seal. Looks pretty good. As a flag, it's very simple. It's just the seal on the on the on the blue background with sunflower on the top and just Kansas right now. I mean, like it's a flag, just the way it is. What else can we find here? Capital, it's Topeka. Very native name, I would say. Larger city, it's Wichita. And the largest metro, it's Kansas, which Kansas, as you can see, is part of the Kansas City. Kansas City is part of the Kansas and also part of the other state, Missouri. It's yeah, it's one of those weird things that probably the the administration, it's a nightmare there, but it is what it is. Governor, it's this lady, and it's a Democrat. Ooh, two problems already. Let's see. Elevation, yeah, 610 meters, pretty much overall average. The highest one is 1,232 meters, and the lowest one 207. Yeah, as you can see, it's a landlocked state, so yeah, not that much going on there. Population, it's around 3 million and a slow increase. So, median household income $7,000 in the 2023. Probably by now it's around $75,000, and the income rank is 36 from all 50 states, which is not exactly that great. Official language, they have one, it's English. That's pretty good. At least we have a good start there. Now the history that they have some pictures. This is clearly some Native Americans. They're doing their stuff. This is some sort of chaotic event, obviously. Geography, okay, much nicer. As you can see, this one much more peaceful, let's say. Nice swamp here, I would say. I don't think they have crocodiles or anything here, like a crocodile Kansas or anything like that. We have some sort of a prairie here, which is looking pretty nice, I must say. They have those red rocks here. Looks a bit like Arizona, I would say, or who knows, maybe New Mexico. Nice rivers, water. Water is extremely important. Sunflower we have on the flag, and we have it here. Climate, humid subtropical. Hot summer, humid continental here in the north, and in the west is cold, semi-arid. Ooh, that's an interesting climate there. Interesting how it's gonna be there. Now, again, some interesting facts here. Just have some sort of a fields, looking really nice also. Have the weather there, the live birth. Interesting in the population by race. That's I'm interesting in. Hope you're gonna see that. Nice capital state probably is the Senate. What is that? State House. Capital State House. Nice racket here. From above, the road looks impeccable, I must say. It's a really good photo here. Again, rivers, pretty nice. We have like, ooh, star on the night. Also really nice. Some more geographies each and there with some clear events. Population, as you can see, this is the Kansas City right here. And this one is probably the second biggest one or something like that. Population, you can see the base getting narrow and narrow. It's only normal, don't despair. Look at this population back in 1860. 100,000 people living in this state. The beginning of the 20th century, 1.4 million. an insane amount of population increase. Insane amount, absolutely insane. The beginning of 21st century, 2.6 million. So as you can see, still pretty good, pretty good. And now 2025 estimates, because the last censorship was in 2020, the next one's going to be in 2030, so they have one of those every 10 years, like pretty much any countries. Now they count around 2.93 million people. As you can see, the increase got smaller, but hey, we're gonna see which part got bigger, which part got smaller. So back in the 1990s, the breakdown on the population on race, white was like 90%. Now in 2020 was 75%. Ooh, they got down. Blacks back then in the 90s, 5.8, now 5.7. Even they got back down. Asians from 1.3% to 2.9, those guys got up. Natives from 0.9 to 1.2, those guys got up. Pretty good for them. Native Hawaiians, and again, I have no idea why they count those, but they have it here too. It's around 0.1%. Other races from 2% to 4.9%. This is hugely increased. And two or more races, they don't have like Hispanic or something specific yet. They just call it like other race or two or more races. So the hybrids here, they didn't count them in the 90s. The beginning of the 21st century in 2000 was like 2.1%, and now like 9.5%. Huge increase here, yeah. It is a lot. It is a lot, that's for sure, but you're gonna see the numbers, like the percentage of population going up overall is still slowing down. Most likely it's gonna go down at some point, pretty, I want to say pretty fast, but pretty steady, let's call it like that. Yeah, you can hear more detail here in the actually numbers from 2.1 million to just pretty much 2.1 million. Let's say the same, the population of the, they slightly decreased, but the percentage got lower because the population increased in the state. It didn't increase because of the native, let's say, population, the United States population. It's increased because they have a lot of migrants coming in. So you can see even the black population, they increase a bit from 124 to 163. Native Americans from 15,000 to 21,000. Asians from 15,000 to 85,000. Native Hawaiians, again, didn't even count that back then. Now like around 3,000 of them. Other races from 6,000 to 10,000. Mixed race, they didn't even count them back then. They just start counting in the 21st century in 2000. 42,000 and 149,000. And here we have Hispanic, Latino, or any race, or like more races, I don't know, 63,000 in 1980s. Now they are around 382,000. So you can see that white population not just got a bit down, it got also in a real numbers, also in a percentage, got tremendously down comparing with increases of the other groups. Religion, you can see Christianity 74%, and unaffiliated, I would say, those people that don't believe in a god or anything like that, is 23%. I'm not sure if they count the Natives Americans as a no religion group, or because they have like their paganistic, let's say, beliefs, religion, they count them as no religion. I don't know, but they probably, yeah, definitely they don't count them as Christians. So the New Age, they have 1%. Ooh, interesting there too. Larger migrants group, yeah, Mexicans, Indians in Kansas, Vietnamese, Chinese, Guatemalese, Filipinos, South Koreans, El Salvadorians, Laos, in Germany even. 3,000 people go in Kansas from Germany. That could be something. What else can we find here? Yeah, energy and economics, all the good things that they have here. Transportation, yeah, they have license plates here. So I guess not that many things going on here if you have the license plates on the Wikipedia page. I think like that's the first time we see this. So yeah, it might be pretty, I want to say boring. This is Wichita, by the way. We'll see him on that map. I don't want to say it's boring or anything, but it's like not that many things happening here, which again for me works pretty fine, especially now we have the internet and all of that. You wanna find some bad news, you're just one click away. Vote registration. Look at this, like 45% Republicans, unaffiliated, 28% Democrats, 24%, but it is a Democratic elected governor. I don't think it's very accurate, this one. So it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, eh, it is something. It is something for sure. Hmm. Pretty interesting. We will see it. Now national politics. Yeah, nobody cares that much about those right now. What I'm interested in is look at this music and culture. This one much more fun. Oh, look at this movie. I see this movie. I think they make an American. This is the French original one. The other one, an American, was with Kevin Hart, I think, if I remember correctly. The original one, the French one, was way better. In my opinion, it's just, it is what it is. What else can we find here? Yeah, some nice roads. This is pretty nice also. Oh, nice. Oh, the football. They have this, the soccer games. No, they say the football one. This, they call it what? They call it soccer now. You just call it football. No, soccer directly. Don't even give a fuck about anything. Just wow, that's the first time we see soccer. Not we seen the American football on the first match. We see the soccer. Now we have here the American football. But wow, that was something. Now we follow with basketball. That's a nice mascot, I guess. And also baseball. I think baseball is much more interesting than American football and also the basketball. I don't know why they don't. I mean, like, even now in Europe, they try to promote NFL, the American football, but and basketball also. But I think that what we are more interested as European, like the baseball. It's much. We kind of have basketball, but not that. I mean, we already have it. It's not that interesting. American football, we have rugby here, but again, not that interesting. But baseball, I think is gonna be a whole different story because it's gonna be able to attract much more people because we don't have exactly something similar to that. So it's gonna be a much better bet in my opinion. So if the major league baseball leagues, whatever how they call it, MB major league baseball, something like that, MBS, MLS, I don't know, MLB, I think. MLS is Major League Soccer, Major League Baseball, MLB, I think it is. Uh, you're gonna have a much easier way breaking in the European market, I would say, than the NFL groups. I mean, the NFL is kind of trying to be big in Germany right now, but no, it's not. And in the rest of the Europe, exactly how the Americans right now, they genuinely, fairly, I would say, do not care about the World Cup. Even here in Europe, it's like, after all the bad news, it's like, nah, that much interested here, but it's still watching because it's a World Cup. It's the same thing for us with the American football. It's just no interest whatsoever. It doesn't matter how much you're trying to make it nice and interesting. It's just no interest whatsoever for the beginning. So yeah, that's uh that's a lot of wasted money in my opinion. It's just the way it is. But again, basketball, baseball is gonna be again a much easier way to break through in the European market than even the basketball. Then definitely easier than the NFL. It's just I kind of see why they're trying to make it international competition. Yes, NFL, or at least be in everyone's homes at some point to increase this audience in the Super Bowl and the revenue they're gonna drive from the advertisement. But nah, in Europe, trust me, it will never gonna catch up. It just it doesn't make sense for us that, and I think like it's will last for 4 hours, something like that, which is crazy. Nobody wants to stay 4 hours in front of the TV watching a game. It's way too much for the average European viewer. So it's not gonna work. It's just not for us. Not for us. It's an American thing, fine, no problem. But for us, it's just like, no thank you. What else can we find here? Well, this nice small town, I have to say, it does look pretty good. It does look pretty good. Not that much to complain. The front lawn, this guy is really nice as it looks here. The roads, yeah, seem some better days for sure. Unfortunately, this one, it's a really bad shape, but look at this. They have those, I think they are water, right? I don't know exactly where they have it, but I don't think it's functional anymore. But yeah, that's a nice color on this Subaru. Really nice one. Unfortunately, it stays in the sun. And this is what, July? Oh shit, it's gonna be a really tough time there. Not that many trees as you can see, unfortunately. It doesn't look that appealing here. But it has good bones. Let's call it like that. Good bones, buddy. Just good bones there. What else can we find here? Wow, it's Kansas is also pretty good. It's like exactly in the middle of the country, I would say, and it's very huge land for 3 million people. I mean, a lot of farming land. Those guys genuinely give a lot of food. They feed America for God's sake right there. But look at this town here. Let's see how those guys doing. Um, yeah, unfortunately they're not that well rewarded. Let's say those farmers for their work. But hey, hopefully that's gonna change. That's a Harley Davidson. I don't know. I don't know, but it's really interesting looking. That's for sure. Never understand those boxes here behind it. Just like for those cruisers, yeah, it's a big difference. But for a naked bike, a sport bike, it's just like, that's dead weight in the worst possible position. What was that? School speed limit. Wait a second. School speed limit 20 when flashing. 20 what? 20 miles an hour. Where is the school, by the way? I don't see a school nearby. It's like a speed camera? What is going on here? Have a solar? I don't know. I don't understand those. Again, it's one of those American things. Lack of privacy. Again, we talk in the other videos. Unfortunately, oh, this is the school right here. It's kind of far away. We talked in other videos. Unfortunately, it wasn't the sound didn't record. So yeah, it is what it is now. American always get proud of their freedom and all of that. And I say in that video, they should add freedom and privacy. It's insane how far we got with this nonsense with the safety ones. They should be like, if you go to your mayor, your local, I don't know, political figure, just tell to them, we want more privacy. We are willing, because they're gonna use safety as an argument. You're gonna say exactly this: we are willing to give up a little bit of the safety for getting more privacy. If you tell them that right there, it's gonna be a huge change, because now they just kind of go with the flow, go with the wave, and say, oh, we need safety, we need that. For that, we need to just give a little bit of that freedom, and that little bit of that freedom is gonna be pretty much entire freedom. And also, they cannot ensure safety for everyone, that's for sure. And I will argue that they cannot, you cannot assure 100% safety for no one, and you're gonna end up with no safety and no privacy, because people are gonna go crazy when they have no privacy, and they're gonna start to murder everyone around them at some point. So yeah, no, not a good idea. Not a good idea to sell your freedom for safety. You're gonna end up with neither of them. They have the concrete roads here. This one it's concrete. This one it's tarmac. At least for this one, this part here. Probably at some point was, and they just paved them with the tarmac on that concrete road. I don't know, but things, I think they're doing like that. What else can we find? I mean, again, it's pretty huge state, and here in the is the arid zone in the climate. So they're still growing things here in this arid, as they say. Definitely, they need to have some sort of irrigation. There is no way. Look at this. This is a lot of land that is not used. It's absolutely insane. How the fuck we have those, especially in America, those insanely high prices for food, and in the same time we have land that is not used for growing food. What the fuck? How we got here? It's insane. We have the land. Thankfully, we have the farmers, at least the one that they actually left. We have left. And in the same time, we're doing everything that we can to kill the farmers, kill the crops, kill the food, and then raise the prices. It's insane. Like, I don't understand. Whoever is doing politics there, I don't think that they're thinking. It's just they're reacting or whatever. What is going on here? This is some sort of a military base, I think. I mean, we have some jets here. I don't think they're gonna get that 360 exactly to those jets here. That would be insane. No way, it is insane. Probably they're the old ones that they don't matter that much. So, doesn't care if you make a 360 of them. It's not that high tech right now. But I think it is one of those, sounds called a military base, or then if something like, oh, it's a huge jet here. Have another too small here. Yeah, I don't think it's a military base that's still very, let's say, updated. It's just one of the old ones. It could be at some point, if you need it, update the military base and reopen it and use it as a full capacity. But I don't think it's that high on the list for the Department of War, as they call it right now, I guess. Back in the day, it probably was like Department of Defense or something like that. Now it's Department of War, which is a much cooler name. I get it, but still pretty intimidating. Probably that was the point. That's an interesting house here, I have to say. It's one of those small ones. Again, but it looks pretty good. I would say this one it's much bigger. This is more American, but yeah. This is what, this is January. Well, they have one in the winter here, but this is January. They don't have that much snow here, I must say. And the camera, it's around 870 meters elevation, which is pretty high. But yeah, they don't have that many problems with snow here. Although, as you can see, the road, seen better days, but it's not that bad. I mean, we see much worse. But I want to see one in the summer. Can we have one right here? It's pretty old, 2020, pretty good, and 2026. This one is very recently, as you can see. So loads of data, and this one is very old from among the first one. I'm not sure exactly who make those 3.6. I mean, those street views. It's a Google Street View car for sure, but again, you have to get hired by Google. You can do that. Just I don't know, because they do it in every country, so I don't think they have also offices in every country, and they have to, I don't know, ship the camera. I don't think they're gonna ship the entire car, but who knows? Every country. In United States, yeah, you can just go on the road with them, but that's like a pretty interesting job, just pay to get to drive, to see the the country, every state, everything you want to see. It's pretty interesting. This one, and you have to repeat that also, which is because we can see it every year. I think they have one. That would be really nice to have a street view every year. High quality, very updated. That would be really nice. Yeah, those small towns always looks nice. Ooh, this is Wichita for sure. Look how big it is. I mean, wow, look at this. Insane. Probably a lot of people just living on those. Not exactly they living here, but they have some houses with the farms. A lot of privacy here, that's for sure. A lot of privacy. Yeah, you might not have paved roads, although they look pretty good. I don't think you need paved roads here anyway. It's not that many people. I mean, everybody wants to have like a paved road in front of the house, but you live like alone for a road that is like 15 miles. We're gonna maintain the road, but you're not gonna pave them. It's not gonna cost too much. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever for anyone to pave that road right now. So it's gonna be a waste of taxpayer money. So some people should understand that, in my opinion. This is the downtown, I think. Have these huge buildings. Wow. This guy has some sort of an event they have to attend. This is what, February 2026, very recently. I was prepared to say this is like a nice clean bus station, which is pretty good, but I think it's a bullet hole right here. I'm not sure, but the windows is cracked for sure. The window is cracked. They have like it seems like a bullet hole right there. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not accusing anything, but it does look like a bullet hole to me. And some garbage in there, so not exactly that clean. And it feels like a pandemic here. Not that many people on the street. And this is February 2026. Probably it's cold. That's why. I don't know. But again, you're not gonna see that in European, especially East European, in the middle of the town. There is no fucking way you're gonna see something that empty. Oh, that's a nice building there, which we would like to see it. Trust me, but we don't have that wide roads also. And who knows? Maybe they might spread around the services and not put everything in the middle of the town, so everybody go there in the same place at the same hour and jamming all the traffic. This is nice. Oh, this is even better here in the summer. 2023 looks pretty good. It does look pretty good. Unfortunately, I couldn't figure out exactly what those are. I don't think it's heat pumps. It's just an AC unit. I have no idea what it is. I have to do more digging into that, but the roads here looking very nice. Oh yeah, I don't complain. It's one of those concrete roads, looks nice, no problems. Streets also looks nice. Not many issues. The houses, yeah, some of them they could get some nice updates. It's gonna look better, but still pretty good. pretty good, not that much to complain. We have the gay flag right there. We didn't see those in a while, so yeah. Um, it got even here. This is the tarmac for road. Pretty good looking, probably like a brand new one. Not that much issues. Nice tree line, as you can see, probably in the summer. If you have one in the summer, wow, 2017 barely. Yeah, you can see the road. It's covered in in, in shade, I would say, but not entirely, but still way better than nothing. Wichita look pretty good to me so far, I have to say. Look at this, the airport here. Where are living those rich people? Well, this one not exactly that rich, but still, this is like the average American, I would say. Yeah, but still looking pretty nice. I mean, look at this. This is like a Germanic style houses. Probably that's why they have a bit more Germans here. Like 3,000. How many was like migrants? Probably it's gonna be even more. But they kind of bring that style with them. Where are the rich folks? I mean, this look. What is road? Is red? What the fuck? Oh, it's a brick road. Oh, I didn't see those that often. Not this big. This one is it's gonna take a lot of time to put together. A lot of labor, but it looks great. It does look great. Wow, look at this garbage here. That's fucked up. And this house in better days for sure. What the fuck? They paint that house half black, half white, or they wanna paint it black and they just give up halfway. Wow, it's a really rough area for sure. Look at these guys. Man, what is going on in here? It does look pretty bad. And they are on the river even. Wow, they have a river here that can actually have like a nice. I don't think they have houses. Yeah, they have the roads on the short of the river. So nobody can have an opening to the river. You wanna make sure of that. You're not gonna get an opening to the river, buddy. Not for you. The golf course, yeah, usually rich people live around the golf course, but I'm looking for the pools from above and I can't see them, I have to say. Although I see some nice trees, which is pretty good. That's pretty nice. Not so bad, not so bad. What else I want to see? Um, Again, I want to see the rich folks, how they're living, but oh, I think we find something here. Yeah, I think those are the rich ones. Look at this. Although tree line, not that big. Oh, that's a nice station wagon. Look at those windows, how big they used to be. You can actually see outside the car, not like those new ones. Like again, they put safety about freedom above freedom in this case, and you can see where you're going. That's why they say it's much safer. Yeah, okay, it's much safer, and you test that it's much safer because you're getting so many accidents because you don't see where you're driving. That's why you can claim that it's safe. Back in the days, we didn't have accidents in the first place. Not that many, at least. So you can see the paradox here. Uh, I have to say it's not bad. I mean, I can say I prefer again. Unfortunately, it wasn't the audio recording on the video, but I said in that video I generally prefer states like Nebraska. I think Nebraska could be my favorite. Um, Nice, quiet states with towns that not that many things happening. You're just gonna go there and they just chill out, no worries, no nothing. Way better, way better than those cities for sure, for sure. What else can we find here? Well, the airport is pretty far off. Ooh, look at those people, how they live here. Nice open lands, nice house. It's clearly a new construction for sure. If I go back like 2012, yeah, nothing there. And this is 20. See, I don't need the paved road here. I don't need to waste. I want to say waste, but not need the taxpayer money. If the city just maintain this road as it is right now, I'm fine with it. You don't have to pave it. You don't have to repave it after a while. It just genuinely looks pretty good. I don't have anything to complain if I will live there and the city just decided it's not gonna pave the road. Fun with that. Just make sure that road, because it's a dirt one, it's much cheaper to fix. It's actually usable, you know, drivable. And we don't have any issues. Wow, that's an interesting house there. Looking pretty good. Unfortunately, the privacy part again, not so hot. And this is what, March 2026, so very recently, so definitely nothing changed. This is not a gay flag with the American flag. What is going on there? No, I don't think it's a Ukrainian flag with the American flag, I think. Wow. They got even here, huh? Definitely they vote Democrats 100%. 100%. What else can we find? Here's a nice house, it's a nice land. I mean, this is like a really nice place to grow up, I have to say. It does look nice. Look how many cars they have. Wow. That's insane. Way too many. But it's looking very nice and green from above, so that's good. What is the state line right here? I wanna check this road here in these small forests. Where is going? Look at this nice green one. Somebody probably has a house there somewhere. The road impeccable, absolutely impeccable. That's happened when you don't have that many cars on them. Oh, what is going on there? Oh, they paved it at some point. Oh, weighing limit 15 tons. For a second, I thought it's like some sort of a river crossing there when it's a flood or anything like that, but no. uh, Nothing like that. It does look okay. It does look pretty good. The road, not much to complain, as you can see. And I have like a house each and there, which is like with a donkey in front. That's pretty good. In the last one, we see a live deer just walking randomly on the street. Was like, what the fuck is going on here? Is that for real? I have to check a few times. And my opinion is, yeah, it was real. Um, crazy times indeed. One of those long motor machines, yard machine or whatever they have. Like this looks like a John Deere one, but I don't think it's just. Oh, it's not. It's a John Deere. I think like a fake John Deere, but no, it's actually John Deere. Probably an older model or something like that. Yeah, roads not that much to complain. Each and there, yeah, we have some problem, but overall you can see even here looks pretty good, pretty good. That myth with the crumble of the infrastructure of the United States, I don't think it stands to me so far. When almost we see like half of the country, so yeah, it just I don't believe it that much. Yeah, they have some roads, some problems. I would say like so far 80% of the roads are in really good condition. Yeah, 20% they have to work on that, but most of them not that much to complain. This one I am really okay, fine with that. They don't need pavement everywhere. Actually looks even better at some point, have like a more natural road, you know. But yeah, for those heavy uses and a lot of trucks, a lot of cars, you need pavement, that's for sure. And also for, you know, the residential area. This one I like a look at this. Not the same, the road is the same with the ground at the same level. Looking really nice. Not that much traffic. The house here, it looks abandoned to me, or doesn't look that well in a good shape. This guy, it's a trucker. Look at him. It feels like a nice quiet place. Unfortunately, people have a lot of crap here in those yards, and it does not look that great. Those yards, but the land is really nice, and the houses, yeah, on the low income side, but still, it's a small town, as you can see, very small. It's unbelievable how people in America manage to have like a really good life in those small towns. In Europe, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. This one is gonna be like what, Kansas City, half of it at least. Let's check those guys. Ooh, wanna see these ones. Okay, they have a pool here. Probably there are more people that they have pool, but because of the way they shape the landscape with a lot of vegetation, we can actually see them, which is pretty good. It's actually really good. What else? It's a really nice neighborhood here because I would prefer like a big trees right here in the front so you can actually cover the road so you don't have heating problem in the evening in the summer. These pole lights has to go. It's just like they're way too fucked up. I don't like it at all. Houses. This one really nice house. Really nice. This is what, August 2015. It's not even that recent, this street view made, but it looks even back then, like more than 10 years ago, looking absolutely great. And they have like a deep forest behind them, so they have like genuinely nice land behind them, as you can see. And this guy, you can just see here, he has a pool there, probably because in one sun. But it stays, if it stay hidden, it's better in my opinion. It's just not have to change the water that often if the sun can reach it. Have like a garbage truck here, which is, yeah, not exactly, I mean, looks closer to the European ones, but in Europe they have a crew with them, I think like 3 people or something like that. This one I don't think they're using that many. It's a nice area here, that's for sure. That's for sure, it's a nice area. And this one, it could be the same. Wow, this is really old street views. Why didn't even change them? I mean, like, it's in a Kansas City. This one is better, 2014, but still, we've seen like middle of the nowhere places with like 2025 or 2024 street view, and those one they remain like that for this like 2014 here. Yeah, the house is pretty. Look at this, how nice it is. This when you have the road covered with the trees. Look at this, way better for sure. It does look nice. I like the blue there. And now we got like 2019, just before pandemic, looking pretty good indeed. What else? I mean, Kansas City, it is huge. Again, it's one of those border towns, which, again, probably the administration is going to be a nightmare, as I said. I mean, there is even a plaque here when you go from a different state. No, it's just the rail, it's just the tracks, and that's it. I mean, what's happened? You have like an accident here. Which states take care of that? Unbelievable. Like I said, probably the administration is going to be a nightmare here. They're probably arguing about everything. Who has to fix the road? Who has to give the permits? Who has to get the money? Who have to spend the money? All of that. It's insane. These houses, I mean, these gardens seem better days. Houses, they're pretty nice, but yeah, this one's way too close to each other. Not that appealing. I mean, let me tell you something about if any politician watch this video, which I highly doubt that, but who knows, maybe at some point they want to watch it. Uh, and if you want to keep the young population inside, you cannot be like we just see earlier. It's just no, it's not appealing, and especially when you are young and you don't have genuinely nothing to stay there and no reason to stay. It's just you're gonna leave, and very unlikely is to go back, and you just lost the entire generation right there on the spot, which is insane. Um, yeah, I don't know those those, I would say those young politicians. Maybe they're gonna be able to change, but from what I see, they focusing again on who's voting, and those like, I don't know, 14, 15, 16, not exactly their demographic target. And then those kids, when they make 18, they immediately just want to leave. So I don't think they're even gonna vote ever in their any election in their own state, uh, like mayor or governor or anything like that, just because they're long gone before that's gonna happen. Which is insane. I don't know. It's an American way. It's a weird way that it's a circle that doesn't seem to have a really good ending for the politicians. I would say that wants to bring back, or at least stop the leaking of the young population outside the state. Um, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good for them, just the way it is. Oh, look, it's a nice Mazda here. I think they call it the Miata here in the US. In Europe, we call them MX-5. And they have a Rivian here. Wow. Don't see that very often. And that's a really purple house. Wow. And another purple house right there. And this is January 2024. So they have like a pretty decent winters here. It doesn't seem too often that Google Street View car goes in those states. Goes in those months of the year to make those street views. Usually they prefer anything outside the winter. Probably because they have such a mild winter here, they can afford to do so, bend the rules a bit. They have a nice river here. Well, they have like big towns developing on those water. I mean, it stands from the last, let's say, centuries when they, yeah, pretty much you're gonna see them around the water, and they just kind of grow and grow, and they just, yeah, gonna stay there now. And this is how you end up with those. Which is not exactly a bad idea. It's just I'm not sure if anyone right now thinking what should be, because so far it was like it has to be a safe spot, has to have water, it has to have a nice climate, all of that. But kind of fix a lot of those things now with water and the heating and cooling of the house and all of that. So it's gonna be interesting to see, like in the future, where we should build and what should be the main strong points that the land has to have. I argue that the main ones is gonna be like beauty, a place that genuinely people wants to live. I'm not saying this one is bad. This one looks pretty nice here, and you can see the nice layout of the houses looking pretty good with the rock there. It's just we talk about this. Oh, what is that? You can have that for free. What is this? We talk about the water and artificial lake created to actually build around them and attract people to move there. That's a really nice place to start. This is a really rich area. Look at this. Everyone has a pool there. That's a really nice, strong spot to start. But yeah, it's gonna take a while, and I don't think right now the interest. Look at this, how nice it is on on those dirt road with the dust going up. You just have like a small rally here, looking pretty good. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I just saw something there. Weight limit. Now they're using tons, like 15 tons, 27 tons, and 30 tons for the American. I think like they're using the metric system. Unbelievable. They use the metric system when they it's more convenient, and then they go back to the imperial one. Yeah, it's America right here, buddy. You don't have a say in it. Yeah, it's America. It's America for sure. We have a huge lake that, look at this, it could be a nice house line here, but it's not, with a nice beach. And this lake, it's huge. You can actually have jet skis on this one, so really good. I mean, they have here probably when they go down in the water, or maybe not, maybe used to. I mean, like, it's a nice beach. And it's a lake also. I mean, like, again, I prefer a lake. We see those in the Great Lakes in the north in Michigan. Really nice lakes. Genuinely nice place to live. Here they can do the same. It's not that hard. I don't believe it. It's hard. They already have the lake. The hard part is building the lake. You already have it here. And yeah, the houses here pretty nice. Roads pretty nice. Not that much to complain, as you can see. Um, Although not exactly a very appealing, I would say, area to live. It's not exactly that well done. But still, you have a lake. And you have like a lakefront property with those guys here. Fortunately, we cannot see the lake right now. Let me see if I can pick now. No lake here, no lake here. Very typical American house, suburban, whatever it is, looks pretty nice. Wow, it's a lot of toys there. I don't know what's going on. No, I don't. I think this one here is the lake. Maybe. It's a nice life. It's a lake life, you know. Lakes much better than most of the seas. Not all of them. You go to the Mediterranean Sea. Yeah, that's a different subject. But this one, you know, could work at some point, but not like this. I mean, I don't get to put a table there and yeah, call it a day. That's it. That we are done. That's it. We make it nice. No, it's not nice. It's not that nice. Have some nice boats here. It could be very nice, but not like this. We can see from the satellites a lot of houses, And keep in mind, in those houses has to live around 3 million people. So not every single one, not 3 million houses. There are probably 1 million, 1.5 million, something like that. Which probably, who knows, maybe less. Which shows the sheer space that you need, and material construction and the labor force and all of that to build the rest of the demanding houses that American needs, and pretty much rest of the world, I would say, with the growing population. As you can see, the growing population that fast, it's gonna get you in trouble really fast. Also, um, yeah, it's a weird thing that people, for whatever reason, don't think about it when they say, "Oh, open borders," or "Oh, you should have more kids than you can afford." Yeah, you're gonna end up here. You're gonna end up here. Uh, Not nice, but hey, probably when you're gonna start to see the populations going down, we're gonna start to see a release of the pressure. But then we're gonna see people like, hey, when you actually want to live, and then you have to build a house there. It's gonna be again a nightmare part two at some point. But so far, let's concentrate on the actually lowering the population, and then worry about the final project where you actually wanna live. You know, not just, hey, I need the house, I don't care where it is. I need something that I can afford, and I need something now. Right now we are in that chaos. Wow, this road is really white, also like the almost like Caribbean sand. What is going on here? It does look nice. It does look nice, but more like the white dust, the white the white Kansas dust right there. A lot of population in the right side of the state. In the left one, not that much. A lot of, again, a lot of land, a lot of those farming land. They're doing very well there. This is from this small plastic boat. I mean, like, it's a lake, but still, I don't want to go out in those ones. It's just nah, not for me. I would say, again, those trailing. They have a lot of boats here. Wow, but they have those trailing parts. Like, that probably they rent this space for boats, which again, money. They have to make money. They don't care about anything else. Just money, money, money. Which is sad because, when you prioritize money so much, weird things happen that somehow you end up with no money. And probably that's how the government the governments end up at some point. It's just they have no money, and why do we have no money? Well, we ask for money, and we pressure people to give us the money, and somehow we end up with no money. Paradox, I know. It seems like, I don't know, maybe they don't allow construction near the lakes or anything like that, because I don't see that many houses. Actually, I didn't see any one of those houses actually on the lake, which is sad because that's a really prime real estate right there. Have a nice house there with dogs, and this is a lake. It's very easy to control especially have the dam, the water level. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but weird, weird nevertheless. Yeah, Kansas, again, nice quiet place. Well, I think the Nebraska was better. Just saying that. But not bad here. Not bad in Kansas either. I think it's pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. But those people who live here in the middle of nowhere, from like, oh shit, with young people, young population, with teenagers, yeah, I don't think they're gonna stay here. It's just like, even though something really bad has to happen outside this these towns, to convince people to stay. Otherwise, they're gonna go for the big cities. Just the way it is. Even for the Kansas City, just like probably they're gonna start there, and then who knows, maybe New York or on the East Coast, of Los Angeles on the West Coast, San Francisco. Unfortunately, those cities became less and less welcoming for God knows what reason. I mean, God knows what reason. We know the reasons, but it is what it is those days. Otherwise, they will attract many more people, way more than they have now. Probably, who knows, maybe that's exactly the point, to make sure you can actually control some sort of a population there, not allow everyone to go there that fast all at once. Just have to make it a bit less desirable, make it extremely expensive, unsafe, a lot of chaos, and maybe you can convince them to stay home. I don't know. Again, one of those brick roads. Wow. You definitely need to have a machine to put. There's no way you're gonna do manual labor on those ones. It's gonna take forever to build it. It's not ancient Rome anymore. It does look really nice. I prefer those yeah, bricks. Those are not exactly stones. I think they're bricks, but I prefer them. The stone ones way better. But it could be painted stone, but it feels like bricks to me. But still, I prefer those way better. And even on those roads, they have like a when you go with the tire over them, they have like a really annoying, I would say, noise. So you can naturally you drive slower on those immediately. So see, even better. Yeah, I think the Kansas we see enough. It's pretty nice, pretty good, but um, I didn't see something that was genuinely appealing to me. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it's a nice state. No, I'm not saying anything bad about them. It's just like it's a huge one in the middle of the country, which doesn't seem to, so far at least, to offer that much. But in this huge square, you have like 3 million people that live, and they seems to thrive. I guess. I don't think it's that bad. From what we're seeing, it's pretty good, and yeah, the medium household income is not on the highest, not even the first half of the country, but have a slightly increase in population. Probably those numbers gonna stabilize around 3 million, and then probably they're gonna start going down. But it's America, you can move around easy between the states. So if one of the states has like a really bad policies and these Kansas keep a good one, you can attract people just like that. Um, the problem is which kind of demographic you can attract, the young one, the old one. I mean, like that's a different discussion. But yeah, so far Kansas was pretty good, not much to complain. And if you live here, just watch the video and leave a comment and say how things are really up there. So far what I see is not so bad.